Matteo Arnaldi was born on April 12, 2001, in San Remo, a picturesque town located along the Italian Riviera in northern Italy. Growing up in a region known for its sporting culture, Matteo's interest in tennis developed early, nurtured by the active sports environment of his hometown. His parents, who were both sports enthusiasts, recognized his passion for competition from a young age and introduced him to tennis at the age of 6. San Remo, with its ideal climate for outdoor sports, provided the perfect setting for Matteo to begin his journey in tennis. From the start, Arnaldi showed an innate aptitude for the sport, quickly demonstrating an understanding of the game's tactical elements and a natural athleticism that allowed him to excel in his training. His early days on the court were marked by his relentless work ethic and commitment to improving his skills. Matteo's determination to succeed was evident, and by his early teens, he had already begun competing in regional tennis tournaments across Italy. These formative years helped lay the foundation for what would become a promising tennis career. By the time he was 14, Arnaldi had joined the renowned Ferrero Tennis Academy in Barcelona, where he continued to sharpen his skills under the guidance of top coaches. The decision to train at an academy with a rich history of developing top-level tennis players was a significant step in Matteo's career. The academy's rigorous training regimen, combined with his natural talent and intense drive, propelled him to national and international junior rankings, marking the beginning of his serious pursuit of a professional tennis career. Career development and rise through the rankings. Arnaldi's transition to the professional tennis circuit began with his entry into the ITF Futures circuit. His early days on the professional circuit were focused on building his experience and gaining exposure to the highly competitive landscape of adult tennis. Like many young players, Matteo initially struggled with the consistency required to compete at the highest levels, but his resilience and determination kept him pushing forward. Throughout 2017 and 2018, Arnaldi earned his place in the ITF Futures events, where he gradually began to accumulate valuable ranking points. His performances in these lower-level tournaments were indicative of his ability to compete with seasoned players, and he quickly earned a reputation for his solid baseline game and impressive fitness. By 2019, Matteo had begun to see his efforts pay off with stronger results in ATP Challenger tournaments, and his ranking began to steadily improve. In 2020, Arnaldi began to gain recognition for his consistent and impressive play on the ATP Challenger Tour. His performances at these events demonstrated that he was capable of competing at a higher level, often making deep runs in these tournaments. His breakthrough came in 2021 when he made his first significant mark on the ATP circuit, reaching his first ATP Challenger final in San Marino. Although he didn't win the title, reaching the final was an important achievement, solidifying his position as a player to watch. As his career progressed, Arnaldi worked tirelessly on improving every aspect of his game. His ground strokes became more powerful and consistent, his serving improved, and his movement on the court became more fluid. His adaptability and tactical awareness were also key factors in his rise through the rankings. As a result of these improvements, Matteo was soon able to compete at ATP 250 and ATP 500 events, gradually earning wildcards and invitations to larger tournaments. Career peak and breakthrough into the ATP Top 100. Matteo Arnaldi's career reached its peak in 2022, marking a significant breakthrough that would propel him into the international spotlight. During this time, he made substantial progress in his ATP ranking and began to compete at higher levels of the sport. His entry into the top 100 ATP rankings was a significant milestone in his career and a direct result of his solid performances in major tournaments, including his strong showing in the ATP Challenger Tour. In 2022, Matteo made his debut at a Grand Slam event, participating in the US Open for the first time. His appearance in a Grand Slam draw marked an important moment in his career, showing that he had the ability to compete on the biggest stages in tennis. While he didn't make a deep run in the tournament, his debut was a testament to his growth as a player and his potential to contend with the best in the world. Throughout 2022, he continued to impress with his results, earning significant wins in ATP events and reaching deeper stages of tournaments. One of the standout moments of his career came in 2023, when Arnaldi reached his first ATP quarterfinals at an ATP 250 event in Italy. This achievement was another testament to his steady rise, as he defeated several established players in the process. His performance on home soil was especially significant, as it solidified his status as one of Italy's top young talents. His rise through the rankings continued, and by the end of 2023, Arnaldi had secured a spot in the top 100 ATP rankings, achieving his career highest ranking of world number 91. Arnaldi's rapid rise in the rankings was the result of his consistent performances, mental fortitude, and ability to compete in high-pressure situations. His all-court game, characterized by strong baseline play and versatility, helped him take on some of the toughest players in the world. Moreover, his physicality and work ethic allowed him to maintain his fitness and stamina throughout long matches, making him a formidable opponent on the ATP circuit. Main achievements. While Matteo Arnaldi's career is still in its relative infancy, he has already achieved several significant milestones that point to a bright future in tennis. Among his most important achievements are ATP Top 100 Ranking, 2023. Achieving a career-high ATP ranking of world number 91 in 2023 marked a significant milestone for Arnaldi. This achievement placed him among the best players in the world and solidified his status as a rising star. ATP Challenger Final, San Marino, 2021. Reaching his first ATP Challenger Final in San Marino was an important breakthrough for Arnaldi, showing that he was capable of competing at the highest levels of the ATP Challenger circuit. Grand Slam debut, US Open, 2022. Arnaldi made his debut at the US Open in 2022, showcasing his potential on one of the sport's biggest stages. ATP Quarterfinals, Italy, 2023. Reaching the quarterfinals of an ATP 250 event in Italy was a significant achievement, highlighting his progress and ability to compete at ATP events on home soil. Multiple ATP Challenger titles and final appearances. Arnaldi has accumulated numerous ATP Challenger titles and strong performances, building a solid reputation on the Challenger circuit. His victories in these events have been instrumental in his rise through the rankings. Challenges and rivalries. Despite his successes, Arnaldi's journey has not been without its challenges. As a young player breaking into the ATP Top 100, he faced stiff competition at every stage of his career. The transition from the ATP Challenger Tour to the main ATP Tour is a difficult one, and Matteo had to continually push his limits to succeed. His physical game, while strong, sometimes faced difficulties against more experienced and powerful players on the ATP circuit. Arnaldi has worked tirelessly to refine his fitness, mental game, and strategy to close the gap between him and the elite players. In terms of rivalries, Arnaldi has faced stiff competition from both young players in the ATP Next Gen and established stars. His encounters with top players on the ATP Tour have shaped his growth, and the challenges posed by these matches have forced him to adapt and improve. Looking ahead. The future of Matteo Arnaldi. As of 2023, Matteo Arnaldi is one of the most exciting young prospects in Italian tennis. His impressive rise through the rankings and consistent performances have set the stage for even greater achievements in the coming years. With his all-around game, physical fitness, and strong mentality, Arnaldi has the potential to break into the top 50 and compete in ATP 1000 events and Grand Slams in the future. While the road ahead will be filled with challenges, his steady progression and commitment to improvement make him a player to watch. Whether it's climbing the ATP rankings, competing at the highest level of tennis, or breaking into the top echelons of the sport, Matteo Arnaldi's future in tennis looks promising.